What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Today we're playing Nicol Bolas, Dragon God in Historic Brawl. Nicol Bolas, pretty infamous, Planeswalker, 5 mana, Grixis commander, blue, black, 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 red. 4 loyalty, static ability. Nicol Bolas, Dragon God has all loyalty abilities of all other Planeswalkers on the battlefield. Pretty good, because that includes yours and your opponents if they have any. +1, you draw a card. Each opponent exiles a card from their hand or permanent they control. So the +1 gets us card advantage and takes care of a card in our opponent's hand or permanent they control. -3, destroy target creature or planeswalker. So the floor for this card is 5 mana, come down, destroy a planeswalker or creature. And then the -8, if we ever get there, is each opponent who doesn't control a legendary creature or planeswalker loses the game. It's not something we're going to depend on using to win the game, but it is a way to win the game, so it's always good to have another alternate win con in the deck. So yeah, the deck is essentially just Grixis control. We have all the best counter spells, the best removal spells, all the get into our opponent's hand and take stuff out, discard effects, all the synergistic instant and sorcery permanents. Just mean Grixis card like the Akroan Ward, steal our opponent's best creature and beat their face in with it. Card draw, Resco, Prosper, take extra turns, all the good Grixis stuff. So this part of the deck is all about controlling the game, making sure nothing our opponent does stays on the battlefield for too long, and then if they have the patience to not rage quit, we get to the back half of the deck, which is just powerful planeswalkers. We have a lot of sweepers in the deck, like Crux of Fate and, one of the modes of Gix's command. So we don't want to depend too much on our creatures, and having planeswalkers gets around that. So we have Professor Onyx, which can drain our opponents and get us more cards. Leon Dreadhorde General can build us a board of zombies and draw us cards if those zombies die. River's Rebuke, obviously return everything to the opponent's hand, make them recast everything. Cyclonic Rift, same thing. So we just want to control the game, outvalue our opponent, play Bolas as not necessarily a win con, but a way to always have a powerful planeswalker in the command zone to help push our game plan forward. Because the floor, like I said, is destroy one of their best creatures or planeswalkers. The ceiling is that this card stays on the battlefield, draws us an extra card each turn, and gets rid of one of their permanents or a card from their hand. And the exile is important because, there's a lot of recursion in Historic Brawl. So if it just said discard or, sacrifice a permanent, they could sacrifice a permanent or discard a card that maybe they could recur. But because it's exiled, it's gone forever. So if they get rid of something on their board or something in their hand, it's gone forever. Yeah, that's the deck. Just essentially Grixis good stuff, Grixis control, maybe Hullbreaker Horror. Let's see if we can get some wins. If you like this kind of absolute pure filth, go ahead and subscribe. I know if you clicked on this video, you like Grixis, so you gotta be a little evil. I'm a little evil, so let's be evil together. Subscribe to my channel. Channel's been growing at an awesome rate recently. Really appreciate all the support. Alright, cedh. So this is like our worst matchup because it's Enchantress, and we just don't have a lot of ways of removing enchantments. Necropotence is nice, though. This is a little awkward, but if we get to Necropotence, we could draw a ton of cards and maybe handle it. Heartless Act is nice. We get to go first, so we can on curve get rid of cedh because they're probably going to play it on turn 2. But then we're dependent on drawing another land. We don't have triple black for Necropotence. We can play Black Market if we get another land. And if we get a 4th land, we can play Solemn and get a 5th land. Do we keep? I think because we have removal for cedh, we have to. Sometimes just killing their commander on curve is enough for them to scoop. We'll do this and pass. I'm gonna wait to crack this until I draw, because I might draw, like, this is a black source, so we're definitely gonna play this so we have this on curve, and we can just pass here, but because we can go get a number of different shock lands with this. Resolve. Activate ability. I think we go get... We have all black spells in our hand, so it's definitely one of these two, or one of these two. I'm not sure which one. I guess black market fixes mana. So why don't we do this? Pay 2 life. Get rid of cedh. Sometimes that's enough. But this opponent this opponent trudges on. Okay, we have another edict. Or not another edict, but you know, another removal spell, so that's good. Generous Visitor. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. Okay. Yeah, that thing's gonna get gigantic, so that's gotta go bye-bye. Okay, nice. We have another removal source. So they're gonna play cedh. Yep. Okay, Steam Vents, perfect. We can play Bolas, right? So we're definitely gonna create the treasure. Let's do all modes. We have enough life. We can handle it. We just gotta be careful moving forward. Oh, okay. Okay. Does it have ward now? Oh, it does have ward because of that. Okay. We can play Necropotence. Seems good. I think we play this tapped. Yeah, we can't do all the things we want to do. Can't do them all. This is the most important thing. Yes, we pay the 1. Now, cedh costs 6. We're just going to keep removing it, dude. It is not going to stay on the battlefield. Other planes, old border planes, respect. Authority, that doesn't really affect us too much. We don't have too many creatures. Birth, gain some life, get a planes. Make a wall. Okay, well they'll be able to cast cedh again. We're just going to do treasure from here on out because we got to be careful of our life total. I think this is where we do this, right? Because they're not going to have anything with haste. Gain some life. They don't have any creatures for us. This is nice. Let me get rid of.
You
Okay.
have no weakness I
don't really have to worry about haste, so okay attacking in. Plus they're gonna get this wall, which is now a 1/5, but it has defender, doesn't it? Yeah, okay. We don't need more cards, just the treasure. Even. Well, we can minus Bolas and kill this. They can't attack Bolas with their defender. Yeah, again, their whole deck doesn't work unless this card's on the battlefield.
suffer for your cause.
Go get a land, make another blocker. I guess they gain life. It's all good. We need the land. Alright, what do we need? We really need... We have black, black, red. We have double red, double black. We really need blue. Just in case we draw time warp or something like that. No point in attacking, they'll just block. Are you gonna sit this again? Well, create a 1/1 mouse. Create a... Okay. They're gonna buff that. Gotcha. Done. Okay, we can Shatter Skull Smashing and kill everything. What is this? Each opponent sacrifices a creature with the greatest power. So we can get rid of this and then... yeah, I think that's what we do here. Also, Professor Onyx can help us gain life back. -3.
Given a second chance. Sorry, you don't make grade.
Oh. Wait, hold on. We could do this as well. I think this is better though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You could play this as a land too. Okay, they exile the wall. Interesting. Interesting. They have no cards in hand. I guess they had to exile a permanent. We'll play this as a land. We won't take the life. We want to be careful of our life total with black market. Yep, they have to put it on something. Exile this Saga, then return it. It gets +1/+1 for each enchantment you control. Okay. Sit this. Treasure. Command Tower. Soul Shatter. Gain some life, drain the opponent. Kill their commander. Attack in for 5. Do we just Necropotence? Plus. Yeah. 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 Gain a life. Make a zombie. I guess we gained them a life, but...
Good help is easy to find in war.
Ooh. Yeah, I think we do this. Would you like to keep that card in your hand? Nope. Perfect.
Dreams are never ending.
Yellow Tower is a great draw. We can Necropotence. It's scary with 15 life, though. That's a -3. So we can... do it like this. That way they can't get around it with a protection spell. If they have one. Then we can... plus. I think this is good.
Come on, there's got
Plus.
to be something useful.
Give them some life. We'll keep this. Let's Windfall. We'll chuck this because this can gain us life. Lightning Bolt's good. That's pretty good. Yeah. I think we Hullbreaker Horror and lock this game up. Do they scoop on Hullbreaker Horror? I would. No. Wow. Yeah. Well, we're just gonna keep doing the evil Grixis things, because that's what we came here to do.
I outsmarted you eons ago.
Putrid, but effective.
Yep. Shark Typhoon? Would you
Never
like to
thought
scoop
I'd
to
miss
Shark
the
Typhoon?
library.
The only reason I'm doing all this stuff is because I feel like they might have like a settle the wreckage or something. And so I'm just going to keep playing because they're going to keep they're still playing. I'm going to do it like this. All right. Return that to your hand. Make a 1/1. Bolt your face. GG. Wow, well, I really didn't expect to win that game because Enchantress is such a hard matchup for us, but I think that just showed you the power of Nicol, Bolas, and Grixis control. We completely destroyed that deck. Woo! There was no point in that game where they were in control of that game. Not a single point. This is your between game reminder to subscribe. If you like making your opponents absolutely miserable, hit that subscribe button. I will give that opponent props though, because they played it all the way through. They didn't scoop it up early or anything like that. That takes a lot of heart. And I was playing around it. I was like, well, they gotta have a settle the wreckage or something like that, because why else would they still be in this game? You know, but they didn't. They were just being a good sport. So that's cool. We'll see who we get next. Have you guys noticed the wait times have been like extra long recently? I don't know if this is just me, but I feel like I'm waiting over a minute for most of my games. Which I know a minute's not that long, but it's longer than it used to be. The matches would be like, you'd take like 15-30 seconds, then you'd have a game. But now I feel like consistently we're waiting, or at least I'm waiting, like a minute or longer for games. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if I'm just the only person who's seen that, or if that's something you're all seeing too. Kellen the Fey Blooded. I don't think I've seen this card before. Search your library for an aura or equipment card. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. It has double strike. Oh, okay. Other creatures you control get +1/+1 for each aura and equipment tag. Damn, that's a pretty good equipment commander. They keep printing them, so eventually they're going to make one that's good. But that one's actually pretty good. Okay, so point here is to make sure that thing dies, right? I think we have ways to make it die. We unfortunately don't have black mana for Dark Ritual. Oh, no, we do. Duh, I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. We don't have red mana for Bedevil, but that's okay. We can Cyclonic Rift it. And then Extinction Event it. We just gotta draw lands. Which is not... That's the one weakness of this deck. If you've ever played Grixis, you just know there's like a weird little curse on Grixis players where they just do not draw lands. So, this makes me nervous. We have nothing in here that lets us draw more cards. And they get to go first. They get to go first. Well, we get to draw first. I'm waiting on them. They haven't even given me the option to keep this hand yet or not, so they're deciding whether they want to keep their hand. That's why the timer's running out right here. It's risky, but I think we'll keep it because having black mana and dark ritual maybe lets us extinction event really early, even only on 2 lands. So that's our safety net. If we draw a red source, then we're really cooking. So we'll see what happens. If we draw Necropotence, that'd be hilarious. Turn 1 Necropotence. That would be fun. Opponent is deciding which land to play. Maybe they're not here, because I think their timer went all the way down. Huh. Okay. Well, we might just get roped out here, but I guess I'll just talk. So my plan was, they get to go first, so land, we play our land, depending on what we draw, right? We probably play this one, but depending on what we draw. Then they play a land, they do their search for an equipment. We play our land, hopefully somewhere we get a land. But we at least have the mana to Cyclonic Rift this when it comes down. So we can put it back in their hand, if that's, you know, worst case scenario. Best case scenario is we actually draw a removal spell. Maybe like Cut Down or something. Like a cheap one. Kill this so that it costs 5 mana to come back down. And then we start slowly inching our way towards Nicol Bolas. And then we would just keep this from staying on the battlefield. It would be tough because I bet a lot of the auras and equipments, you know, give this hexproof or protection or, you know, yada yada. But those all cost a mana to equip and or attach. So as long as we're making this cost a lot of mana to just get on the battlefield, they'll usually have to tap out for this over and over. And when they tap out, that's when we kill it. And then Nicol Bolas has destroy target creature. This has destroy any target permanent. So we would have been rolling from there. That was the plan anyway. Whether or not it worked, we would have had to see. That is a very cool commander, though. Maybe I'll have to make a deck around that. I'm not the biggest fan of equipment, but I'm starting to warm up to it. I think, especially in Commander, I think there's a lot of really cool equipment synergies, and I definitely like the Baneslayer. I think that's what it's called, Baneslayer sword. It's the one that destroys all non-land permanents. So you get like an indestructible creature, you attach that to it, and then you swing in at someone and it destroys all non-land permanents. And then the only thing left on the board is your creature and that equipment. And then you just, you know, everyone scoops it up because you'll just keep attacking and destroying permanents. Even if people play lands and try to rebuild, there's no point. So anyway, just fun synergies like that. And like I said, they keep printing Boros Equipment Matters commanders, and it's kind of a meme, right? Because there's just so many of them. But the truth is, like, eventually they're gonna print one that's good, and I feel like that one might be the one. I mean, it's an adventure, and it's on curve, 2 mana. You tutor up your best equipment or aura, and then on curve turn 3, you play your commander and have your aura equipment ready on turn 4. Pretty cool. We go first. I mean, yeah. But we only have 2 lands, and the rest of our hand is really high mana curve. So we're just hoping and praying we draw lands. If we do, we get to prosper, that's great. We have to get to 4 mana. Once we get to 4 mana, we're doing good. What are we playing against? Atraxa? So, oh, this is old Atraxa. So we're playing against probably Planeswalkers. So this is a great spell to have. So I think we keep. They got a mana fix for the first couple turns anyway, so I think we're alright. We'll play this untapped. Or I'm sorry, tapped. Not untapped. We don't want to take the damage. I would normally never keep this hand, but Nice, we drew a mana source. Or land, I guess I should say. But Prosper, if we get Prosper down, is just such a good card. That's what we need. Okay, not the worst draw. We have a lot of double black, so I think we gotta go black here. Maze Mine Tome. Pass. We'll put a stop here and a stop here. That's a bummer. Okay. Pass. So we can do a scry. We wanna hit a land. Resolve. Duress. It's a good card, but it's not a land. So done. We go to our upkeep. We can scry again before we draw. Land. Done. Keep on top. Draw. Do we pay the 2? Decline. Main phase. Land. Prosper. The nice thing about Prosper is this does not count as drawing. Because it's into exile. So it doesn't trigger Smothering Tithe. If they have a way, they should probably kill Prosper right here, right now. Before it accrues too much value. Nope, they're just gonna draw some cards. I think they're just going for Atraxa, maybe? I don't know. You can build this deck in a number of different ways, and right now none of this is giving me a tell as to what. Discard a card, create a treasure token that's a copy of random creature with mana card X, activate only as a sorcery. What? Pay X, discard a card, create a token, not a treasure token. Create a token that's a copy of a random creature card with mana value X. Like a random creature? Like just any creature in existence? Whether or not it's in the game? Is that how that works? Okay, is this an enchantment? Yeah, damn it. Yeah, resolve. Do we deny them the treasure? It's 4 mana or 4 toughness. That this gets it, but it also kills Prosper. Decline. I can have the treasure. Okay. Next, we'll attack in. I think we just end turn. Okay. These aren't really the spells we want right now. We'd really like lands. Because once we get to like 6 mana, we're doing pretty good. I mean, this can eventually win the game, but it's just not relevant right now. Okay. See, that's what I don't understand. They just get a random solemn. Freaking alchemy cards, man. I don't. Like, what if this was like, correct me if I'm wrong, but this just says a copy of a random creature. Like this is, did they discard that? No. So it's literally just a random creature. So like, are you gonna give them like a Shieldred or like any broken creature? That's kind of nuts. We'll draw. It says Death Touch, so we don't need to worry about that. Resolve. We'll auto pay. Draw. You can wash away their commanders. That's good. Resolve. Auto pay. Play the land. Blue, blue, black, black. Do we have any double? I think we need another black for Bolas, so that's what we'll do. They have 3 mana up right now. Next, there's Stick. We'll see if they spend their mana. Gonna draw a card. Okay. They're gonna Village Rights it. Okay. Sure. We could have countered that effect, but that's okay. I'm not that worried about it. They could play Atraxa. But what are they going to proliferate? I'm so confused. I think we just have to end the turn. I mean, I would like to get this card down, but... yeah. I feel like they have so much mana, we gotta counter the next thing they do. Okay. We can just braid that. That'll just give them a ton of mana. Right now their whole thing is tons and tons of mana. They have a counterspell? No. Okay. They have 2 mana. Tezzard's Gambit. I guess they had 3 mana. Draw 2 cards, then proliferate. Okay. Well, I think we just do this. Or should we just do this? Because this is actually going to give them a random creature. Do we care about their mana? Not really, right? Because we're gonna return all this stuff to their hand. Resolve. Pass. I think we just use the last scry here. Gain some life. Look at the top card. It's a land. Comes into play untapped. We can get Bolas down. Yeah, decline. We can get Bolas down. I mean, this is going to get exile, which is a bummer. Yeah, we can, but we can't do both. We can play anything we want. Croxa's so good, but we can't even escape it yet. I think we just have to say bye to Croxa, unfortunately. Yeah. Do it like this.
Remake the multiverse in my image.
Could we have played this and made a treasure? I think we could have. I think that was a misplay. I'm sure someone's typing furiously in the comments right now. Yeah, my bad. I missed that. Bye, Croxa. One of my favorite cards all time. Own it in paper. Foil. You know. Okay. They're going to turn their Smothering Tithe into a beat stick. Sure.
That almost hurt.
I just want them to tap out. Okay. That's no problem. Draw. Resolve all. Decline. Decline. I don't think they're running counter spells. But this would be the time to find out, right? So if we play Dark Ritual, we get a treasure. So we actually get 3 mana if we play Dark Ritual. So we can... No, we get... So 1 and then... Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we could River's Rebuke and... Colgan's Command something. I mean, it's probably worth it, right? We'll see. I mean, this is the time if you have a counter. This is the time. Okay, they're going to phase that out. They're going to phase it out. Do we care? Resolve. I don't think we care. Turn to the battlefield under its own crystal being the next end step. So they really care about that. Destroy target artifact. You battlefield. They have 1. Okay. Okay, that definitely set them back. No attacks. Got another land, so that's great. What's this? Oh, we get Nicol Bolas. Oh, because they copied our Nicol Bolas. Nice. Yeah, that's the most efficient way to do it.
Has consequence.
Okay. That's fine.
The time
Yeah, take action.
Planeswalker.
Draw. We need all of our mana because we're gonna Liliana, make them sack both their creatures and Sheoldred's Edict, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So we need all of our stuff, unfortunately. We'll just go get a dual land. We have the life. We need more red sources, huh? But we need more. We need black more. Pay 2 life. Uh-huh. No stick.
I do hope you make this battle exciting for me. I do love a good death wail.
Okay. Board is clear. Bitter Blossom? Sure. Are these flyers? With flying, yeah. So we're gonna plus you. They can make this... They can turn this into Liliana if they want to. Do they have a counterspell? No. I see. They could make it into another Bolas as well. But that's okay. That's okay. Oh, they got rid of it.
You have no weakness I cannot exploit.
Excellent. Make a 2/2. Make a 1/1. That was my biggest fear, is they were gonna make a copy of one of my planeswalkers. You can attack if you want. No? Crack this. Steam vents. We have the life, so why not? I don't really want to think about if it's optimal or not to do it. I think we attack in, because we're gonna get rid of the board anyway. Yeah, they take the damage. Languish. Draw a card.
They were a lousy servant anyway.
Rusco. Yes. Draw a card. Exile a card from your hand or a permanent you control. Probably the treasure. Yeah, that's what I would do too. Plus, end turn.
Rise and shine.
Resolve. Alright, I think we're stabilizing. I think we're finally turning the corner in this game. We have backup Liliana in case they get rid of one of these. Virtue. That's an enchantment, huh? That's a bummer. So they can bring back a creature card every turn. Okay, but we can kill the creature. Okay. Is it at the beginning of their upkeep? Yeah. Okay. My turn. Okay. That's pretty good. What to do, what to do. I think we... Professor Onyx. Gain a life, drain them.
You really want to fight me?
Plus... Time Warp.
Come on, there's got to be something useful. Ugh.
Sack your creature.
Mine to control.
Next. I'll attack. Make a blocker.
A good, mindless minion.
End the turn. Virtue. What are they gonna grab? Metamorph? So do we do... Can we do full control? Resolve? It comes right in as Nicol Bolas. So we don't even get the opportunity. Okay. No problem. So they can destroy any one of my planeswalkers. We'll take off full control. I thought since this is a creature, it had to become a creature first and then go and become the copy, and I was going to kill it before it did that, but I guess it just comes in as a copy. If they play their commander, I can kill their commander. Okay. We can get it back with Blood on the Snow as well. Well, now we don't have enough snow lands, only a handful. Resolve. We can also kill it with Goldspan Dragon. Ooh, they're losing 3 life for every sorcery we cast now. That's pretty brutal. Okay. How do we do this? I think we... There's a number of different ways we can go about this. We're definitely going to time warp, so we only want to spend 5 mana. So let's attack all.
Wipe your bloodline from
Time warp.
existence.
Drain you. Regain. Get some cards. Necropotence. Opponent's bored? Are you not seeing all the wonderful stuff I'm doing? I don't think they can see, guys. I don't think they can see how awesome we're playing right now. Because they fell asleep. What's up with that? Yeah, we had fun. Wow. Okay, so we outvalued the Atraxa deck. Even with an enchantment that we couldn't interact with. Now, we were going to play Necropotence, so we were going to draw... we were going to draw 20 cards. But that's neither here nor there. Alright, good win. Good win. Alright, let's do one more. Oh, we got a game super fast. Oh, Uro. Interesting. Uro's a great deck. Wash Away. We get to go first. We can get a blue source. Yeah. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. I think we, Jawari first, then Wash Away later. And then we can exile it out of the graveyard if we want. Okay, let's go get... we have a bunch of black in our hand, so let's go get the blue-red Steam Vents, right? That's what it's called? Steam Vents, yeah. Tapped. There's nothing they can do on turn 1 I'd want to Wash Away, so no need to take the extra 2 damage. Catacomb, and we do control an island, so that's pretty cool. They're not going to be able to Uro this turn, so I wanted to hold this so I could exile Uro out of their graveyard. I think that's... But then we risk not being on curve with our lands. But it's okay. Growth Spiral, In Search of Greatness, Tail's End. Get out of here. Hold up mana, huh? Well, we can play a staring match. That's fine. We have 5 lands now. It's tempting. Right? Yeah. Uro? Okay. Play the 3/3. Oh, I guess we didn't have a swamp. That's fine. Pass the turn. Protection from multicolored. So that would include Nicol Bolas. We don't have a fetch, so Brainstorm is awkward. Castle Garenbrig. Risen Reef. We don't need to do that right now. Okay. Yeah, we'll take the 3. Hopefully we draw a fetch. We do not. So we'll put you back, right? Yep. Submit 2. Do it like that. So we can play Nicol Bolas. That doesn't really do anything. And we have to tap out to do that. We can get in their hand with Valky and get a creature down. We can make them... Well, you know, we can... Here's what I think we do. We play Shieldred. We tap out, but we make them sack a creature. We have a big 4/5 body in the way now. Interesting. Okay. Because this only has protection from multicolored, not monocolored. They're probably going to play Uro now that I'm tapped out. Uro will go to the graveyard. We'll exile their graveyard with Bajuka Bog. And then it'll count kind of like we countered it. They'll still get the effect, right? But it'll go back to the command zone and cost 5. And then the next time they cast it, we have Wash Away, so it'll cost 7. They do get to do their little ramp thing. Lotus Field, I mean, that's pretty good. They don't have enough to escape it, though. Whew. Almost, though. Okay. Bye-bye, Uro. And bye-bye all your escape cards as well. Attack in. Has Menace, they can't block it. We could Valky them. It's probably worth it. Do you think they have a creature? That's the thing. Otherwise, this is a completely... like, my thought is, like, is this more worth it? We're only 1 mana away from casting this. Right? So, it's a better card on the backside. There's no guarantee there's a creature in their hand. Uro? Yep. I forgot about the Lotus Field. Pass. You're gonna attack me? Uh-huh. Pass. We'll put a stop. Take a little damage, draw a card. Is that destroyed? Is that an artifact? Oh, but this is multicolored. Yeah. Alright. Ooh. You like to escape, huh? Exile 5 other cards. Oh, but we don't have another red. So we can't play it same turn. We can make them. We could have made them discard both their cards. So we can play Nicol Bolas. They can play Uro, but then it just goes to the graveyard. We can play Valky. Exile target artifact or creature. We can't do this because it's multicolored. We can Blood on the Snow, but we don't have any snow lands, so we just wipe our own Shieldred. We can Croxa and what? Nothing. I think Croxa's good though. Nicol Bolas kind of does the same thing. It's you know, either one of these plays would have been good. I just love Croxa, so I'm gonna play Croxa. And then we'll make them discard that last card. Do we have a creature card in our graveyard? No. View browser. I guess we'll just do this mode. Okay. Sure. That's the same thing to me. I'll attack. I am down to 15, so I gotta be cognizant of that. Scry 1, keep on top. They attack in. Next turn we'll have Croxa. They only have 2 cards in the graveyard. We don't have enough to play backside of Valky. So I think the play here is, yeah, just play Croxa. I mean, that's something they're going to have to deal with. Do you have a counterspell? Whirlwind Denial? Sure. It just goes back to the graveyard. Play this land, so we have Valky next turn. We'll pass. Gonna hold up Shoulder as a blocker now. They keep on top. Play Uro. Maybe they had a land. Okay. How much does this need? 8? Activate only as a sorcery, no even opponent has 8 or more cards in their graveyard. Okay. Yeah. So we can Valky and tap out. Or we can Nicol Bolas, and if they have another counter, we get it out of their hand. And then we can play Nicol Bolas next turn. Yep. Resolve. They're a very counter-heavy Uro deck. I actually made a deck just like this. I wonder if they have a creature. It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. Spikefield Hazard. We can do the trick with Uro. They have to exile 5 cards. Yeah, I think it's better as a land. I don't really think it's going to be that applicable in this match. I think we got our win cons all in a row. We just need to get them through the counter spells. Our set, okay.
I know 88 ways.
Our set's good.
Hone your prowess.
They whiffed. Okay. Not so good. So Do this, destroy Narset? Yeah. Oh, we can also -2. And it doesn't count as drawing, so Narset wouldn't turn it off. But I think we just get rid of Narset. We don't want them drawing more cards.
I won't forget our time together.
And I think we just play this as a land. And no attacks. Keep doing your scry thing. You can now play Uro. So that's cool. But we'll just exile it. Yep, they're playing Uro. Now they have no graveyard. This is Triumph. Get some lands. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's more fuel for Croxa. We're definitely gonna plus here. Let's do this first. Okay, get rid of the land. We'll play backside of Valky. Cool. Get rid of Uro. Well, we get it unless they send it to their command zone. Which, yeah, they're gonna do. Okay. Next. They have... No. They exiled their graveyard. Okay. We'll play Orcish Bowmasters in response to them casting Uro. Because I'm sure they're going to do that again. Omniscience. Well, that's rough, but they don't have a lot of spells. Haste and Ward 10, as long as it was cast. Whenever it attacks, it fights target creature defending player controls. Okay. Resolve. Well, they're just gonna double attack my planeswalkers, right? We can wipe the board, though. So we want one of them to survive. Okay. Move to attacks. Okay. With the trigger on the stack. Resolve. Because we still have to declare blockers, right? Pass. Yes. So which one do I want to survive? I want Tibble to survive. Because I can just recast Nicol Bolas. It doesn't have trample. One blocker. Pass.
My revenge will be painful.
Take action. In the deck. I'm not sure it matters at this point. Tap. Definitely don't want to take the 2 life. Oh. This is a 9. And this is a 0. So this would only get rid of one of those. Neither are indestructible though, right? Okay, well, I think this is where we just start taking over the game with Valky.
Surely you can handle a little pain.
Wait, hold on, cancel. Do we have any snowlands? We have 0 snowlands. Okay, so Do it like that. Can we Croxa? Oh, we can Croxa. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I didn't even consider that. They have omniscience though, so like we can't feel too happy. Don't tell me they have an answer for Tybalt. Okay. Nope, they do not. That helps us out. They're gonna float a bunch of mana and draw a card. Right, okay. And it's a land. Crack the passage. We need to draw our enchantment removal for omniscience. That's... Oh, lands is not what we need, deck. Okay. Thank you for that. We really need to dig for an answer. So we're gonna play Nicol Bolas again. We're gonna...
Immortal Nicol Bolas will be your end.
Oh, nice. Let's just do this.
I know all there is to know.
Oh, it doesn't let me play them? Oh, okay. I guess it has to be exiled with Tybalt. Enters tapped. So this is a 9 damage a turn clock. So next turn we'll go play a Shia. It'll be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 12. Oh man. You may reveal a creature or land card from among them, put it in your hand, and then they can cast it for free. It's pretty good. Please whiff, please whiff, please whiff, please whiff. You have so many counter spells. Just whiff. Watch it be like a Creator Hoof Behemoth or something. Okay, that's fine. Resolve. What does that do? Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them and put it into your hand. Okay. It's not over. But we have creature removal. And it's face up too. They can see it. Destiny Spinner. Sure. Resolve. They can Uro. Yep. Resolve. Land. Can they play Uro again, or does it... No, because it has to be from their hand. They actually have to pay for Uro. And that's an ability, so you have to pay for that with real mana. Oh, okay. What do we do here? We know we're gonna plus you, so let's just do it. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah.
Painful memories.
Dig in that. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana left over. Gotta get rid of the card advantage.
Your
Is a new
existence is
beginning.
pointless.
Play Goldspan Dragon because it's a flyer. They're gonna have to block with something. They can block. Okay. Coma really gums up the battlefield. They scry to the bottom. They can play Uro again. Get another spell that they can play for free. Yep, you got it. Uro goes to the graveyard though, it doesn't stay on the battlefield. Land. They don't have enough to escape Uro. Do you? What's your last card? Spark double. Okay, so they're gonna what? Just create blockers? That might save them from dying next turn, that's for sure. This is even, odd, odd, even, 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 even. So we could extinction event and kill them. My turn. Yeah. I really don't want to extinction event Croxa though, but I think it's the right play. All evens, just double checking. Odd, odd. Yeah? I think we did it. Okay, cool. Oh my god. That game was so stressful. Oh. I don't think I've ever used extinction event in a aggressive way, like in an aggro way. That was a first for me. Tamio's logbook. Okay. I always like to crack a pack after a long game of Control. What do we get? Create X map tokens, where X is 1 plus the number of opponents who control an artifact. Whenever Kellen attacks, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature card with mana value 3 or less, put it into your hand. Otherwise, you may put it into your graveyard. Okay. Huh. I don't know. Seems interesting. Yeah, so let's do a deck review. So I think it performed pretty well. I'm not even sure we lost a game. I don't remember. Grixis control, right? Is what is there to say? There's a lot of different great Grixis cards, so I'm not gonna say, sit here and say that this is the absolute most optimal version of this deck. But it's my version, and I think it's pretty good. I think I demonstrated that today. Maybe there's a card here or there that could be replaced. Maybe you don't want the enchantment card draw. You'd rather have blue card draw since you have access to blue. That's fine. That's all reasonable thought processes, especially because I think a theme of a lot of our games was how much life we lost, right? So adding card draw that makes you lose life, especially with like the One Ring, maybe that's a way we can, make the deck better. Maybe not as much life loss, although we do have Shieldrits that helps. But other than that, I think the deck is the deck. I think if you are just looking to pick up a Grixis control deck and you want Nicol Bolas to be your commander, I think this is a great place to start, and you can always fiddle with a card here and a card there. We saw the pros of the deck, which is like we really can control the game, but we saw the weaknesses too. Grixis doesn't interact with enchantments very well. Black has some enchantment removal, and that's honestly why Ugin's in the deck, right? Because there are just some permanent types that our colors can't interact with, and Ugin can come down and get rid of pretty much anything. So, if we had drawn Ugin in that last game, we could have gotten rid of Omniscience, and then they would have had no chance to get back in the game. But Omniscience was single-handedly keeping them in the game. And I think there was another game too where there was an enchantment that we couldn't get rid of. The Virtue, the one that reanimates creatures from there. That one didn't end up being as big of a problem because we killed them before it became a problem. But you could imagine if the game went long like this one did, that Virtue might have given them enough value where we ran out of ways to get rid of creatures, and they continued to recur them, or reanimate them rather every turn. So anyway, Grixis doesn't interact with enchantments very well, and enchantments are a very popular permanent type in Historic Brawl. There's whole decks around enchantments, like the first deck, cedh, right? We did a good job playing that deck, but we also got a little bit lucky because that deck is extremely powerful. That's easily one of the top 3 decks in Historic Brawl, and we just did a good job of keeping them off, keeping them on their heels and keeping them off their game plan. But if we played that deck 9-10 times, I don't think it would go that way every single time. So just something to consider, right? But yeah, this deck, when you turn the corner, as they used to say for Jund, right? When you turn the corner back in the old 2015 modern days, when you finally turn the corner with this deck, and what I mean by that, for those who don't know, like you control the game, you're on like 6-7 lands, you've removed all their important pieces, right? And you're able to play Bolas and basically start your engine, drawing cards, removing stuff. This deck is extremely hard to beat after that point. The weakness of this deck is in those first 5 or 6 turns. Can those decks get under this deck in that first part of the game? If they can, then this deck, can still battle, but it's weaker in that beginning stage. Once it gets to like you have Nicol Bolas down, or maybe even 2 Planeswalkers down, you have all this card advantage, you're drawing spells, you're taking spells off the top of your opponent's deck, you're countering their stuff. It just like we have too many answers for all their things. So this was extremely fun to play. I love control. Grixis is a really fun way to play control. I love Rakdos, so adding blue to Rakdos, I'm never going to complain about that. So yeah, if you like the deck, like the video, leave a comment down below, subscribe. If you liked the video, subscribe. I'd appreciate it. All right, thanks for watching. Have a good one. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.